Hi, this is Andy Scott with North Shore Apartments and Condos. We're walking into 506 5th Street, number I-2. This is a big studio. And as we walk straight into the door, we see a big dressing area, which is now a closet, and into the bath. We also have an entry closet with a drawer for shoes. I'm going to come back to this area and walk into the living room itself, which is a nice sized room, probably 12 feet across, 13 feet long, something like that, maybe 14 feet long. The windows are facing south. There are sconces along both walls. Beautiful hardwood floors, big clean radiators. Again, the windows facing south, and we have bookshelves on the right side. So if I walk in towards the windows and turn to my left, we get our first look at the dining area. But before we do that, I'll just show you out. You're basically, let's see, I'll go over here. You're basically looking out into the courtyard. That's 5th Street, where the car is parked. And we're at the corner of 5th and Linden, just a short block from the purple line at 4th and Linden. So from the window looking back, we see the bookshelves, the sconces that I mentioned. We can see the door handle to the front door, and we can see that it's actually quite a big room, especially for a studio, but it's a nice sized living room. And then as we go towards the dining area, I generally say these are about 8 by 10, certainly big enough for a 2 to 4 person table. Another big radiator. Again, the windows are facing south into the courtyard. We do have a nice light fixture over what would be the table most of the time. And as we walk into the dining area, we get our first look at the kitchen. Kitchen's got a lot of cabinet space, stainless steel sink, rock countertops, so these are granite countertops, full-size stove, full-size fridge, freezer, and more cabinet space. The door will take you down to the rear of the building where there's laundry and storage, and the floor in the kitchen is a linoleum tile. I'm going to walk into the kitchen just for a second and then show you the dining area one more time. So it's actually quite a nice space. So you have a big living room and a dining area. You're facing south, so you get good natural light, which makes it hard actually to take the video. Everything is so bright. So let's start by looking at the fridge side of the kitchen, and we'll open this up. The fridge, I think, is about 5'8", freezer on top, shelves to the right, fridge below, crisper drawers below, and shelves to the right. So it's not new. I know it's not new, but it is newish, and certainly looks new when you open it up. We have some rock countertop, just a little bit of counter space between the fridge and the stove. And you see a full-size stove. This again is not new, but it's very clean. We have a tile backsplash throughout the kitchen, which is really nice. If I open this up, you see that it's squeaky clean on the inside too. And this is very much a full size. This would be the same size that you'd get in a house. So there's nothing you can't cook. Drawer in between the stove and the fridge. Underneath, there's room for pots and pans. That's a little deeper, maybe 2 feet deep. And then above, we have, this is probably a 3-foot cabinet, so it's a little larger. And it's cherry stained, but it's like a standard maple cabinet. Shelves are about 10 inches deep. And these would be the same on either side. They just wouldn't be quite as tall. I'll open one of them for you. There you go. I'm told my videos are too long, so I'm going to try not to be so long-winded here. But again, you have the tile backsplash all the way around, which makes it super easy to clean. More counter space, and again, it's a rock countertop. Nice stainless steel sink. Water pressure is very good in this building. So that's just the hot water, and it is flying out of there. So that's good, and then underneath, I'll show you, it's nice and dry. So you can use this as storage as well, and know that everything drains very well. Again, we do have the drawers, whoops. There's our key stash. And then the deeper cabinets for the pots and pans. Above, we have more cabinets. Again, this is probably a 3-foot cabinet, which I don't see too often. Maybe 30 inches, I'm not sure. But that's a big cabinet. Most of the time I see 2-foot cabinets, something more like this. And then we have another set of 3 as we go towards the back door. Again, the tile backsplash, we do have an outlet on that side, so you can plug in the microwave or the coffee maker, and another outlet on this side so you can do whatever, as well as an outlet on the wall right there. So it's actually a nice kitchen, and not a small kitchen either, lots of storage. So one more look at the kitchen. From a distance, let's say, we have the big appliances, the rock countertops, lots of cabinets, stainless steel sink, huge water pressure, and lots of room for pots and pans underneath. The linoleum tile floor, nice big dining area, into the living room, and the living room has a little bow in the, or bow, I guess it is, in the front of the room towards the window, so it's a little rounding there, which is very attractive. Again, if we look across, we see the dimension of the room plus the built-in bookshelves. There's the front door. So we're going to walk towards the front door and go towards the entry closet, which actually has shelves. And this has got to be 3 feet across. The drawer 3 feet across, and it's a little, I'd say probably about a foot or 18 inches wide. I don't know how good a picture that is really, but that definitely is nice storage down there. And then you have another foot by foot storage up on top, so a foot deep and a foot high on top. So very good entry closet, or it's really more for folding clothes than hanging clothes, but definitely room for the shoes and boots. Then we have this dressing area here before we get to the, and I might turn on the light, see if the electric's on. Oops, I guess the electric's not on. Anyway, I think this is probably, whoops the daisy. Gonna have to give it a chance to refocus. I think this is probably 5 feet across and maybe 3+ feet wide. Hardwood floors, hanging bar, 2 big shelves. It does have a light fixture, but the electric's not on in the apartment. So we'll walk into the bath. It's a nice vintage bath. We have tile floors. Bath has its own radiator, nice big pedestal sink, standard commode, outlet by the mirror, light fixture above the mirror, sorry about the camera work, medicine cabinet behind, so I'll open that up. Oh, look at that. If you apply today, we'll throw in the TP, and we have 3 shelves in the medicine cabinet. Whoops a daisy. 3 shelves in the medicine cabinet. The hot water here is just as good. Everything drains beautifully. Couple of soap dishes. Nice tile throughout. Same thing, sort of a standard commode. Again, the vintage tile floors. Nice clean tub. And nice tiles in the shower. We have 2 curtain rods to keep the window clean. The shower head is probably only 6 feet high. And the only thing that's really unique is that you have 2 sets of hot and cold water handles. The top is for the shower, the bottom is for the tub. So I'm more interested in the shower, so I'll turn on the hot there. And we have good water pressure. Let's see if we can see that very easily. I don't know how easily you can see that, but it's good water pressure. And it's draining well. Oops, I didn't have it all the way on, so my bad. Shut that down. And just show you through the tub real quick that also works really well. So we'll shut that down and let it all drain out. Nice clean tub, nice clean tiles, pedestal sink, medicine cabinet, light fixture. You can see where the shower head is, about 6 feet high. Standard commode. It's a nice clean vintage bath, and the best thing about it is that it gets a ton of light. This whole apartment is very bright. So let's see, maybe I'll stand in the bath one more time and just give you a look out at the size of the dressing room, which is actually quite big. And you have a hanging bar there and a couple of shelves. And you do have a light fixture. Then we go towards the entry closet, the drawer below, extra space above, and that brings us back to the front door. Thank you for watching.